Coming up, Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers tend to fire survivors in Kamal Muara Village. In Taiwan, there's a prescription delivery service for those unable to get their own meds. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Mary Lee. Thank you for joining us. In Indonesia's Jakarta, a fire broke out at Kamal Muara Village, burning over 300 houses and forcing 1,000 people to evacuate. Upon learning of the news, Tzu Chi volunteers mobilized aid supplies for an aid distribution at the emergency shelter in hopes of helping these residents get through this difficult time.
On June 25th, a fire broke out, burning 300 homes to the ground. The charred remains of the homes show how fierce the flames were. Caused by a faulty electric wire, the fire destroyed over 300 houses before it was put out. Many of the survivors still remain psychologically scared from that night.
I went to bed at around 12 a.m. and I heard some noise outside. I didn't know what was going on, so I got up trying to find out. And then I heard some people were yelling, "Fire, fire!" So I knew it was a fire.
The fire broke out at Kamal Muara of Jakarta, leaving countless local residents homeless, and now they all live in makeshift tents at the Kamal Muara Stadium.
We set up tents in the stadium and brought the fire survivors to take shelter here, assisting our charity organizations and the Indonesian Red Cross, which provide the evacuees with lunch and dinner.
The Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter is also there to help. Local volunteers raced against time to deliver over 200 packs of aid supplies to the temporary shelter for the survivors.
We didn't encounter any difficulties. We contacted the local officials, telling them that we are willing to do something for the victims. They were all very supportive and accepted our offer.
After the fire, I didn't seek help from anyone. I really appreciate the help I received from the Tzu Chi Foundation.
With Tzu Chi's aid and long-term support, the fire survivors are sure to be back on their feet in no time.
We now bring you more on baby Meng Ke-li. Today we meet the South Korean Tzu Chi couple, Park Dong-sob and Yen Shu-ling, who stood by Ke-li's side during her time in the hospital.
We might be able to go home in 2 weeks.
Upon learning that Ke-li needed to undergo surgery for biliary atresia, Tzu Chi volunteer Park Dong-sob and his wife Yen Shu-ling prayed for a miracle.
When I first saw her, she was in critical condition. I saw her as my own daughter and thought, if my daughter was just lying there, what could I do for her? So I remained by her side. Now that she's healthy again, all I feel is gratitude.
In our hearts, the Tzu Chi brothers and sisters are like Ke-li's godparents.
Selflessly caring for Ke-li over the last 4 months and having canvassed some 4 million South Korean won to cover her hospital expenses, Pa and his wife also organized a tea gathering at their home to call on more volunteers to lend their assistance. The couple even persuaded South Korean actor Lee Yong-ae to make her generous contributions known to the Taiwanese public.
I explained to her that her compassion must be made known. In order to continue the cycle of compassion, people should know.
If opportunities arise, we always introduce Tzu Chi to those we come across.
Deeply inspired by the 11K master Zheng Yan has for all, 4 years ago, Pa became the first Tzu Chi seed in South Korea. Tzu Chi's missions and spirit have flourished in Korea, all thanks to Pa and his wife Yen Shu-ling. Helping Ke-li and her family through their most difficult times, their unselfish giving shows that the spirit of Tzu Chi continues to grow in South Korea.
祝福可丽平安健康长大。
The Jing Si Books and Cafe that was located at the Noble Hall in Taipei Xinyi District was the first Tzu Chi bookstore in Taiwan. Because of the uniqueness of having to deal with customers from all walks of life, the bookstore employees and volunteers also learned how to treat each customer with the warmth that Tzu Chi is known for.
Here at the Jing Si Books and Cafe inside Novo Hall, Tzu Chi's attention to detail can be felt even in a cup of coffee. This holds true for all Jing Si bookstores, whether in Taiwan or in other countries.
The master's hope for the Jing Si Books and Cafe is for it to be like a community living room, yet also a retail chain store that's operated with love.
How to create a heartwarming atmosphere yet provide top quality service. The training of employees and volunteers are the key. The Novo Hall location became a benchmark training facility.
The Novo Hall branch set the tone for operations and became the location where other Jing Si bookstore employees across the globe came to learn our standard operating procedures.
In order to introduce our products or the master's books and Dharma to customers, we need to know them well. So in the beginning, there is a period of learning.
Besides providing first-rate customer service, the bookstore also hopes all guests that come through its doors would find a sense of peace and settle their minds. With the help of its young volunteers, the bookstore does just that. Learning from the older brothers and sisters, the youngsters clean and restock and hold their own when introducing products to customers.
Tzu Chi's 5-grain powder comes with sugar or no sugar. But right now, the sugar version is not in stock. The 5-grain with sugar isn't too sweet. I've eaten it before. Yes, my grandmother buys it.
I've learned how to organize things. After going home, I will organize things once more.
The mind of a child is very pure. It reminds us that we were once innocent like them.
A bookstore, a coffee shop, a cultivation ground, and even a family living room. The Jing Si Books and Cafe at Novo Hall had many facets. There, not only employees, but volunteers and even customers found a sense of enlightenment and self-fulfillment. Also in Taiwan, after making many home visitations and surveys, Tzu Chi volunteers recently visited Jiali Village of Hualien's Xintun Township to upgrade bathrooms in 14 homes to ensure the homeowners, who are mostly solitary seniors or those with mobility issues, may use their bathroom with ease. Double checking the height of the safety handle for 89-year-old Grandma Zhou, Tzu Chi volunteers are fall-proofing the senior's bathroom. This added safety measure brings a smile to the solitary senior's face. This is very convenient. I can grab a hold of this and then easily stand up. Thank you very much.
The master wants us to help them, so we are here to renovate their home as if it is our own. Seniors tend to have weak legs, so we are installing rails to fall-proof the home.
Customizing each home according to the needs of its owner, the Tzu Chi Foundation has long been upgrading the safety features of homes for seniors. This time, the volunteers are working on 14 homes in Jiali Village of Hualien County.
Grabbing a hold of the handle, I feel supported. With this handle now, it doesn't feel like I will fall.
Besides fall-proofing the homes, the volunteers also treat each senior like their own family. Taking the opportunity to celebrate Grandpa Lee's 95th birthday, the renovation becomes the best present for the nonagenarian. Giving selflessly, Tzu Chi volunteers combines their compassion with their wisdom. In our new series that examines the rise in social enterprises, we introduce you to the iHealth Zhengsheng prescription delivery service of Taipei, where a pharmacist will personally make a delivery of the filled prescription free of charge and go over the instructions carefully with the patient. This decreases redundancy in prescriptions and greatly helps those who can't get their own meds.
I am Huang Yufen. I am a pharmacist who works in the Zhengsheng prescription delivery service. My job every day is to prepare and verify each prescription and then make deliveries. Unlike other pharmacists, I will personally deliver the medication to each household.
Unlike other pharmacists, after Yufen fills her share of prescriptions, she will head out and endure the elements to make deliveries.
Before we head out, we will first double-check our route and verify each prescription. Then the meds are put in the car.
Once out, each vehicle becomes a mobile pharmacy. No matter the conditions, on average, each pharmacist of DaAi Health has to process some 30 prescriptions a day.
Hello, your meds are here. Pharmacist making a delivery.
Next, each pharmacist must verify the prescription again and go over the instructions with each patient.
Each of them sees about 6 different departments and all run out of meds on different dates. I just can't go to the hospital every other day, especially when I have a child to care for.
At this home, 2 elderly sees a total of 12 different departments at the hospital, which is typical of Taiwan seniors. Often, there might be redundancy in their medications, which leads to unnecessary waste.
When we process their prescriptions, we can make an evaluation and remove any excess drugs.
With pharmacists making house calls, patients can now access their medication easily. Besides the convenience, the personal attention of pharmacists helps make them feel more secure. Each prescription is about the well-being of a person, so the pharmacists roam through the city streets to get to their destinations.
When we first began promoting our service, it was very difficult. Many people thought we were swindlers, for they didn't believe we would offer a free delivery and make no sales pitch. They thought it was just too good to be true.
Yufen's last stop today is Sanzi, where a solitary senior in her 60s who suffers Parkinson's disease awaits. Just like her first visit, Yufen carefully goes over the instructions with Miss Zhang, who now sees her as a family member.
那我儿子，我都不要照他们，对，对对，哎，你都知道。知道啊。
Though making deliveries for a whole day is tiresome, Yufen finds strength through the interaction with her patients. She knows she is delivering more than just medication.
哎呦，你们真好。谢谢阿姨。
As I make these deliveries, what touches me the most is that I am able to perform my role as a pharmacist. I can really interact with patients, and through such interactions, I am putting what I have learned to the test. This is what keeps me going.
Though the world is not fair, there are still those trying their best to do what they believe is right. At DaAi Health, 12 pharmacists averaging around 28 years old are carrying out a belief that by delivering prescriptions and personal care to those in need, there will be a revolution in the business.
To help the arid region of China's Gansu, since 1998, Tzu Chi has been building water cellars in DaAi villages to help improve locals' lives. Over the past few years, local government has been promoting a new farming method to increase the agricultural productivity around the area. Let's take a look at how this improvement can help residents leave poverty behind.
China's Gansu is known as one of the driest and poorest parts of China. To help, in 1998, Tzu Chi Foundation built its first water cellar in the area of Kamal Village, Jingyuan County. Over the years, the government has incorporated new farming technology to increase agricultural productivity in Gansu.
Right now, we are at the Jiangye City's agriculture demonstration zone. Most of the vegetables grown here are green pepper. This place uses the newest farming method to grow their vegetables. Vegetables here can receive a lot of sunshine and only need a small amount of water.
The temperature inside the greenhouse is strictly controlled, and the irrigation method is completely different compared to the traditional method.
Traditional farming method uses a lot of water. Now we are using a drip irrigation method to grow our plants. It has completely changed the way we farm.
Before, we need at least 2 people to care for this large area. Now, 1 person is enough.
The new farming method not only saves water and manpower, but also increases the quality and quantity of agriculture output. As the area is suitable for growing seeds, an agriculture company in Taiwan decided to set up a branch in Gansu.
This place doesn't rain much, so it is very suitable for producing seeds. It is easier for us to control the quality of our seeds.
From February to March, seedlings will be nurtured. Around August, the seeds will be picked and exported to Europe, North America, and Japan. The new farming method not only improves local residents' livelihood, but also sets a new business model for local farmers to follow.
More on China's Gansu. To make use of its climate and environment, the local government decided to invest in renewable energy such as solar and wind power. Here's more on our report.
Driving on the highway through Gansu, one can see wind turbines and tens and thousands of solar power panels on both sides of the road. The local government in Gansu decided to invest in solar power because the area can receive up to 3,500 hours of sunshine per year.
Gansu has plenty of sunshine. You can see that this area is filled with solar panels. People are using solar panels to generate electricity.
Under the encouragement of the local government, besides large buildings in the city, many residents in Gansu have also set up solar power panels on their roofs. Local resident Chi Lan, who has a family of 9 to feed, says she uses a wood-burning stove to cook meals and uses the electricity generated from the solar power panels to boil hot water for showers.
Solar power panels can generate electricity. It is very convenient and energy efficient.
Besides plenty of sunshine, Gansu is also known for its strong wind. In Gansu's Guazhou County alone, about 80 level 8 winds occur on a yearly basis.
Wind power is very suitable for Gansu because we have plenty of wind all year round.
Currently, the Gansu government is working on ways to further make use of the area's geological characteristics to generate renewable energy and thus improve residents' quality of life.
In the Philippines, a ceremony was held for 47 graduating students of the 8th Tzu Chi Livelihood Training Program. Tzu Chi Philippines Chapter Director Alfredo Lee, who himself was a successful entrepreneur, also shared his secrets of success.
Everyone on stage is a performer and also the star of the event. 47 graduating students celebrate the completion of Tzu Chi's livelihood training program. Sewing class students also take to the stage to showcase their designs. Apart from uniforms, casual clothing and linen are also on display. One of last year's graduates next takes to the stage to share how the training program changed her life.
It was only last year that I was here performing on stage like you today. I am very happy because now I am employed, and this is all because of Tzu Chi's help.
Before, my elder sister was against me coming to study here. However, I am truly grateful for this learning opportunity. I am now in my second year of college and I want to become a teacher in the future.
Over the 4 months, trainees acquire skills in computers, merchandising, and tailoring, with the top 5 students recognized for their outstanding achievements. Tzu Chi Philippines Chapter Director Alfredo Lee, himself a successful entrepreneur, also shares some of his secrets to success.
Gratitude, respect, love. Use this formula taught by Master Zheng Yan, and I can guarantee that you will not just be a sower all your life.
Receiving their certificate of completion, the students' loving embrace is filled with gratitude and hope of a better future.
Recently, students at the Tzu Chi University Continuing Education Center in Luzhou, New Taipei City, organized performances to mark the end of this year. Among the students is a Vietnamese spouse who learned tolerance and compassion thanks to Tzu Chi.
Before, I used to be strong-headed. No one could say no to me.
This is Li Shi Hongfang, a foreign spouse from Vietnam who used to be headstrong and quick-tempered. However, since she attended the sign language class at Luzhou's Tzu Chi University Continuing Education Center, her personality has changed for the better.
Now, I am not like that anymore. Whatever you say, I will say yes. I will give in. Master Zheng Yan says, forgiving others is the best way to honor yourself, so I learned to be more tolerant.
Today, students of the center come together to demonstrate what they have learned over the past semester. Thanks to the center's programs, seniors have found a new purpose in their golden age, while business owners have regained peace in life.
We need to be grateful to all sentient beings. In other words, we have to cherish the blessings we already have. Only when we learn to be content to our life will we truly feel happy.
Before, my work gave me immense pressure, but after I attended lessons here, I learned to cope with it, as I have become more patient and settled.
Thanks to Tzu Chi's continuing education, students here have learned to perceive their life in a different light.
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Kedah and Penang recently held a sports day to teach children the importance of good sportsmanship, while the trophies handed out were made by students and their parents, using recyclables to better reinforce the idea of cherishing resources.
This is the scene at the sports day event held at the Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Kedah, Malaysia.
赢不重要，
那什么最重要？
因为要跟朋友一起玩。
Thank you for playing with me.
Understanding the meaning of good sportsmanship, at the end of the day, students happily hand over their handmade trophies to the winning team. Meanwhile, in Penang, following their sports day, students at the Tzu Chi Kindergarten showcased their handmade trophies, which are made from recyclables.
This is the cap of a laundry detergent bottle. This is a milk jar, and this part is taken from a pizza box.
To spread their love far and wide, children of the Penang Tzu Chi Kindergarten decided to give their handmade trophies to students at the Butterworth Tzu Chi Kindergarten.
I am very surprised that these two students made their way to Butterworth. They are very brave. They want to spread their love and blessings to the students at our school.
Thanks to Sports Day, children not only have the chance to play, but also spread their love to those around them.
Las Vegas Tzu Chi volunteers recently attended a volunteer training course on how best to safely communicate and approach inmates within Clark County Detention Center in Nevada. We will leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.